My English magazine. Today I explain to you Volpone, Ben Johnson. You're watching my English channel, my English magazine. This is the name of my channel. Now I explain to you Volpone, Ben Johnson. Volpone, a Venetian nobleman, has no relative to make his heir. He must name someone his beneficiary. Several rivals try to attain his favor by bringing the sick Volpone gifts that they have. They hope will be returned tenfold. Mosca, a clever parasite to Volpone, encourages the three major girls to give until it hurts. These birds of prey are Voltor, a liar, Corbesio, an old miser about to die himself, and Corvino, a rich merchant and husband to Celia, a beautiful lady of Vancy, also navily competing for Volpone's wealth is Lady Would-be, the affected wife of an English knight, Sir Politic Would-be. After each girl is fleeced before our eyes, Mosca encourages Volpone to think of seeking a greater treasure than gold. The wife of Corvino, after a sensuous description by Mosca, Volpone resolves to see this paragon of beauty. As the second act begins, Volpone appears beneath Celia's window, disguised as a mountebank. Lilius Corvino drives him away upon discovering his wife in an upper window, while Corvino threatens his wife with closer incarceration. Volpone sings to Mosca of her beauty and his desire. Mosca hatches a plot to secure Celia for his master. He tells Corvino that the mountebank's oil purchased for Volpone by Corbesio has revived the flagging health of the fox. However, if Volpone is to live on, he must sleep with some young woman. The others are seeking the cure for Volpone, and Corvino must hurry or lose his investment. Corvino wisely suggests a courtesan, but Mosca stylely rejects this plan, reasoning that an artful queen might cheat them all. Finally, Corvino offers his wife. He is convinced that she is safe, and Mosca is sent to tell Volpone the good news. Act 3 reveals Mosca and Bonario conversing in the street. For some reason, Mosca is telling Bonario of Corbesio's intention to disinherit him and inviting the son to witness the deed at Volpone's house. Meanwhile, Lady Would-be visits Volpone and nearly talks him to death. Mosca gets rid of her by saying that Sir Politic was lately seen rowing in a gondola with a cunning courtesan. Corvino arrives dragging his unwilling wife into Fox's lair. Volpone, left alone with the shrinking lady, is not successful in his persuasive attempts to seduce her. Just as he is about to take her by force, Bonario leaps from his hiding place and denounces Volpone and spirits the lady to safety. Mosca saves Volpone from the police by explaining the incident to the three girls and persuading them to tell his contrived story in court. Mosca says that Bonario, impotent to see Volpone, discovered the fox with Celia, seized the lady and made her swear that Volpone had attempted to rape her. The plan is to get an injunction against Bonario. Act 4 begins with the subplot of Sir Politic would be and Peregrine's Politic is discovered entertaining his fellow Englishman with his naive understanding of politics. Lady Woodby interrupts the conversation and mistakes Peregrine for the courtesan. She apologizes upon discovering her mistake, but Peregrine leaves in a huff and promises to take his revenge for the affront at the court. Voltaire succeeds in making Celia and Bonario look like lovers. Mosca persuades Lady Woodby to testify that Celia was the board in the gondola with her husband. Volpone makes his entrance on a stretcher to demonstrate his impotence. All argues well for Rogues as the fifth act begins, but Volpone cannot leave well enough alone. He sends his servants to announce his demise and waits for the girls to come to claim their inheritance. Mosca is the here. The parasite flaunts his knowledge of their wrongdoing to the birds of prey, and they leave in disappear disguised as a police officer. Volpone followed them to taunt them to further. Meanwhile, Peregrine, disguised as a merchant, comes to Sir Politic's house and tells the knight that the police are seeking him because he has plotted to overthrow the Venetian state. When Sir Politic hides in a tortoise shell, Peregrine calls in some other merchants to mock and humiliate the foolish Englishman. At the court, the three girls, enraged by Mosca and Volpone and the loss of their hopes, decide to tell the truth. They accuse Mosca of being the lying villain who created the whole plot. Mosca is summoned and arrives with another plot in mind. He will extricate Volpone from this predicament, but the fox must remain dead and he, Mosca, must continue as the here. Volpone throws off his disguise and the entire intrigue is revealed. The court sentences Mosca to the galleys. Volpone is deprived of his goods and sent to a hospital of incurables. The girls are deprived of a legal practice, a wife, and a fortune. Celia returns to her father with a dowry. Troubled, Bonario is his father's here immediately. So guys, मैंने अभी आपको वॉलपॉन के बारे में एक्सप्लेन किया इन इंग्लिश. अब मैं हिंदी में थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ, लेकिन पार्ट 2 में. थैंक यू गाइस. यू आर वॉचिंग माई चैनल माई इंग्लिश मैगजीन. Here I explain to you about the Volpone Ben Johnson. I explain it English in English part 1, and now in part 2 I explain to you in Hindi. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. You are watching my channel, My English Magazine. My name is Sangeeta Mehta. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.